We are going to begin by just outlining a rough draft for your lesson plan. This is a rough outline that goes through the procedures of the actual lesson. Opener, main lesson, closer, and guided practice. Opener. This is used to open the lesson. This should hook students, attempt to grab their attention as much as a lesson can. This is usually no more than 15 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes usually. Main lesson. You are doing the main teaching here to achieve the goals. Consider multiple intelligences and learning styles. Consider scaffolding, support, and differentiation for students of various skill levels. Consider engagement. How long can students actually pay attention to you? Question 2. Consider. What do students need to know and understand about our time period to fulfill the standards? Now, let's skip guided practice and jump to closing. This is often how I plan my lessons anyway. Closing. This wraps up the lesson and can be the assessment. This is like the opening and is usually referred to as an exit ticket or closer. This is also no more than 15 minutes, but usually 5 to 10 minutes. This can include cleaning up materials, straightening the room, answering quick questions, doing a form, etc. Finally, guided practice. Guided practice/independent work. This is a combination of giving students the opportunity to practice with skills and content before showing mastery. This can also be the assessment, the how. Now I'm going to model myself rough drafting a lesson. Yes, a rough draft. No bolds, numbers, italics, or other formatting elements. Now I'm worried about just letting my creative juices flow and getting the most engaging, stimulating, and diversified lesson out there. I began by taking some time to think, what's a good way to introduce people to a decade or time period? Art, photos, music, film, creative works in general. I figured I'd start with a song because most students and people have some relationship with music. Also, music is a good way to open and warm up students for learning, and they are doing an album cover for their assessment. I then Googled influential and important songs of the 70s. Hated it. Then Googled songs that illustrate the social and political aspects of the 70s. Liked it. But for fun Googled songs about education in the 70s. Hated it again, so back to the previous search. I found several songs across multiple genres, listened, and decided what I thought most students in the class would be open to. Motown it was. Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, but found 2 to 3 more songs in case the process takes a change in direction. Since my standards wanted me to have students illustrate the overall picture of education in the 70s, I figured it would be nice to get them to ground on some social issues and how they connect to the educational concepts in the textbook: gender, race, disabilities, and bus integration. So, back to Google to search main social and political issues of the 70s. Just as I suspected, gas prices and shortage, feminism, integration and racial disparities, world politics, inflation and economics, and the Vietnam War. These ideas easily connect to the educational policies in the book and easily connect to the past and present in education, especially inflation, race, and gender. That was when I started outlining opener as the song and transitioning into the main lesson with the images. I knew I wanted to provide students with the notes for the 3 main policies or shifts in education and discuss the bus integration. I knew I wanted to engage students with questioning, so I would pose some questions, have them think, pair, and share answers to make connections between the song and what they need to be learning and the images and how they connect to education. I also thought about breaking up the assessment in the independent work for the time period and the closer for the playlist portion. This creates balance of time. You have been watching on the screen my outlining the brainstorming and research. This process in total took me 30 minutes but will probably take you 30 to 50 minutes. Now, I will formalize my procedures in the next video and think about time frames, etc.